Taylor King, fresh off an incredible series and ready to go. Can he keep the good times going in this one? It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Seattle Mariners. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Now the number 2 hitter, Taylor King.
And every at-bat's a big one for him now as he looks to keep this amazing hitting streak going.
King, the former Rookie of the Year, batting second in today's lineup. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
King steps in now. You can bet he was watching from the on-deck circle thinking, don't worry, I got this.
Yeah, classic cleanup duty, Boog. Time to fix the mess and maybe take the credit, too.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. Two on, 2 outs. And that one fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Henderson, they get the force, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. We head on down to the top of the third. All tied 1-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King. King went deep in his most recent game. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. And that'll keep his hitting streak alive. He's reaching heights that very few players ever have.
Yeah, when you're over the 30-game mark and showing no signs of slowing down, that's when the baseball world starts to get a little excited. This has become the story in the league right now. You start checking off the days until the next benchmark, 40, 44, 56. And as well as he's swinging it, it seems like all those numbers right now, Boog, they are doable.
The 0-1. Rudder takes off in the dirt. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Man at second. And the count 1-2. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. A 2-run blast, and we have a tie ball game. It's 3-3.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
One gone, runner at first. And now here is Taylor King. 1 for 3. That misses the zone, and that's ball one.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
King matched a homer in his last game. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A two-run homer, his 32nd of the year, and they add on. It's 6-3. So the streak stays alive. His fourth straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity's not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
King starts it off with a lead. Looking to play add-on, not just maintenance, Singy.
Yeah, partner, when you've got momentum, you ride it. Well, these Mariners doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The numbers say their chase rate, or swings at pitches outside the zone, is under 25%, and I think it's a big reason why they're scoring runs.
The 1-1. In the air, right field. Tatis on his way over. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down.
Like I said, his pitch count is high, so I got to expect they'll be turning to their bullpen sooner than they had hoped.
King really stood out in this win.
Really impressive work at the dish, Boog. He gave his teammates a lot of opportunities in this one, and that's really all you can ask him to do.
And up next for Seattle, Taylor King.
And every at-bat's a big one for him now as he looks to keep this amazing hitting streak going.
King launched a homer in his most recent game. King, a member of the 1,000 hit club and a four-time MVP, one of the faces of the league. That one hammered center field. Merrill going back, and it's caught just in front of the wall. Runners at first and second with one gone.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
Right through there for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Well struck left field. Going gone. An absolute smash to left. And we're level. It's 3-3. And that's his fifth straight game leaving the yard.
And Boog, if he goes a game or two without hitting a home run, he's going to feel like he's going to get sit down to the minor leagues. I think he was anticipating the hitter to be caught off guard by how slow that changeup was. But to his credit, very patient, waited for it, and he turned it around.
Back in Seattle, Taylor King steps in, league leader in OPS, Singy.
Yeah, he's crushing mistakes, but also taking what pitchers give him. That's next level hitting.
Plate discipline and raw power. Tough to teach that combo.
No doubt about it. OPS tells the story perfectly. He's their offensive engine.
Popped up. Brings it in, and there's one away.
Up next for the Mariners, the first baseman, Spencer.
King digging in. Runner in scoring position. Game hanging in the balance. Big moment here.
Yeah, this is where reputations get built, Boog. Time to come through in the clutch.
Pitch misses. Ball one. Right through there for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
In the dirt, blocked. But no advance from the runners. The Padres holding on to a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh. Line shot into the gap should score at least one. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score and then tie it. The relay to the plate. Not in time. He's safe at the plate. 5-4 now as they take the lead.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Spencer Torkelson digs in now. King stands at second with no outs. Base hit into the outfield. Doesn't stop. Heads for home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
King steps in, 2 down, nothing cooking so far, but one swing can get something sizzling.
He knows it too, Boog. That body language says, yes, chef.
And that drops in for a strike. Base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So up next, Spencer Torkelson. Runner on the go. Down the line, it's a base hit. Lead runner around second. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away. Michael Bush up next for the Mariners. If you're the Padres, this has to stay a 2-run game. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. The M's trying to break this one open here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Right side. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out. Mariners leave a couple. They still lead it, though, 6-4. Last chance coming up for the Padres. Had a great showing in the win. Put together 3 hits, one of them a home run.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
One down. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Taylor King. King was driving the offense for them in his last game with 5 RBIs. The 0-1. Hey. Burke in his 7th season, making his 10th start of the year. He joined the team as a free agent, and a strike call will stand. 1 challenge remaining for them now. Slider misses outside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
The 1-2. Well struck right field. That's back. Out of here. A solo shot. And it ties it up. It's 1-1. And just like that, his home run streak is up to 6.
Well, he's an absolute machine, working really well at the plate right now. He just can't miss every time he swings. When you see a guy take a slider on the outside part of the plate and hit an opposite field home run, fires you up because not only is he flexing the muscles to show the pop, that kind of approach, you'll hit for a high average as well.
2 aboard, 2 outs.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Oh, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
High fly ball, right field. He's got it. That is the inning. Mariners leave a couple as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. First and second here, no outs.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
That one a little bit high. Ball 1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Just missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Fastball for a strike. First and second, no outs. Last half of inning number 5. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Got it. Nice grab. Runner tags at second. Save. And the go-ahead runs at third.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King. He had a big swing for these guys way back to the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here. Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Next pitch misses, and it's 1-2. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Up next to the Mariners, the center fielder, number 44, Julio.
So digging in, Taylor King. He's already homered in this game.
Taylor King.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Man at second. Runner goes again. Ground ball up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw comes in too late, and now they have runners at the corners. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate now in a big spot. 2 on, 1 out. Left field. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And there's 2 away.
Up next to the Mariners, the first baseman,
Michael Busch up next for the Mariners. And a base hit knocks in a run. First and second, 2 outs. Alex Freeland getting ready to hit. In the air, right field. Should have this one. And the inning is over. They strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. 9th inning coming up. Mariners on top 9-4. Last chance coming up for the Padres. King had a sensational showing in the win. Collected a couple of hits, one of them left the yard.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
We're here in Seattle. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Seattle Mariners. Boog Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. A major hitting streak could be extended today, and that belongs to this man, Taylor King.
Well, Boog, even as carefully as teams have been pitching this guy over the last several weeks, they still can't keep him off the bases. He's been one of the steadiest, most consistent performers at the plate we've seen in a very long time.
And it's hard not to pull for him at this stage, even if you're not a fan of the team. Everybody wants to see him get to 40 and beyond. First pitch coming your way next. Now the number 2 hitter, Taylor King.
And every at bat's a big one for him now as he looks to keep this amazing hitting streak going.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. 1 down.
That is good. The center field, number 44, Julio.
Man at first, 1 away.
The Mariners. The right fielder, Taylor King.
The 0-1. That smash towards center. And there are 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at bat.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. Still 1 challenge left for them.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
The White Sox leading by 5, last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And that'll keep his hitting streak alive. He's reaching heights that very few players ever have.
Yeah, when you're over the 30-game mark and showing no signs of slowing down, that's when the baseball world starts to get a little excited. This has become the story in the league right now. You start checking off the days until the next benchmark, 40, 44, 56. And as well as he's swinging it, it seems like all those numbers right now, Boog, they are doable.
This one in the air. Acuna. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Mariners, the designated hitter, Michael.
So a man at first. Michael Busch up next for the Mariners. This one in the air. Acuna. And that is that. 1 left for Seattle. They trail it 6-1. 1 down. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. 1 for 3. Ball 1, no strikes.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Fastball for a strike. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. In the dirt. The 2-2. This one in the air, right field. And there's two down.
Up next for the Mariners, the designated hitter, Michael.
Man at first, digging in, Michael Busch. In the air, right field, Robles under it, and that'll do it. Mariners leave one. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. King ready to hit now, down late, RBI opportunity, and this guy's looking like he wants to write the comeback chapter.
Yeah, let's see if he grabs the pen, Boog. Could start writing a whole new story here.
That clips the zone. That's strike one.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
2 on, 1 out.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play. Minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Runner tags for home. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score. It's 6-2.
So many times that one gets out of here and into the seats, but he'll take the sac fly RBI. Good job to get that run.
King added one more to that hitting streak.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but wasn't a big downfall for him in the loss.
Taylor King with an eye-popping 35-game hitting streak. Can he extend it one more today? It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Seattle Mariners. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. One down. And up next for Seattle, Taylor King. One of the things amazing with Zach, think about the players he's been traded with and for. In December of 17, he and Sandy Alcantara were dealt to Miami from the Cardinals. Now a great stop. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
This is great work by the shortstop. He makes the throw across the diamond after the dive and just wasn't able to get it there in time. But I love how much he put into that play. And on the other side, he was really giving it his all down the line as well. Nice play on both ends.
Michael Busch up next for the Mariners. And Singy, they're dealing with a former MVP in this spot. Man at first, one away. Runner takes off in the dirt. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Man at second. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. The throw in. Tag, safe at home. And it's now a 2-run game.
The right field, King.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Save.
Well, with a good arm behind the dish, it's definitely a roll of the dice here to try to steal second base. Man, he can zip it down there so quickly. That was a pretty good throw as well, but really good, clean, stolen base. He can be pretty proud of himself.
One out and a runner at second here in the second game of the series. Smash to the left side. Over to first, and there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Mariners, the first baseman, Michael. Up next for the Mariners.
King, multi-time All-Star, 27 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Pitches in for a strike, and the count even 1-1.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
And that one is lifted in the air. Cruz on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Taylor King up next for the Mariners. 1 for 3. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. And there's a strike.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Good eye in that spot.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That's smacked on a line to center. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
1 out, runner at second. King will hit next. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. Man at second. That's in there. Strike 1.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
The 2-1. And that's downstairs and outside. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Michael Bush up next for the Mariners. The 3-1. And that'll load the bases.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Riley Green digs in for a critical at bat.
in the infield at the corners. Don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Now here's a flare off the bat. Base hit, 1 run is in. The second run scores. It's a 2-run single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. I love the approach to handling that cutter on the inside corner. Didn't hit it hard, but he kept his hands tight to the body and just took that barrel. Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
One down. Here's a big power threat. Taylor King.
And every at-bat's a big one for him now as he looks to keep this amazing hitting streak going.
King, a former Rookie of the Year, 27 years old. He's a former American League MVP. That one catches the corner for a strike. Right through there for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Rolled over to third. Durbin handles, throws to first. That's a very athletic play.
The center fielder, number 44, Julio Rodriguez. Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
Up the middle. Throws to first in time.
Up next for the Mariners, the center fielder, number 44, Julio.
2 on, 2 outs.
For the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
Right through there for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. Out to short. Montgomery gets him easily, ends the inning. Mariners leave a couple. They lead it 2-1. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. Clips the corner. That's strike 1.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at-bats. Try to chip away at that lead because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Out towards right center field. Robles on the move to the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Mariners, the center fielder,
2 outs, but the winning run is at first. And this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive. Just missed. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Winkowski trying to send this extra innings.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Oh, great stop. Nicely done for the out. So they push across the 2 runs they needed in the bottom of the 9th, and we'll play on. We're all tied up 5-5. On to the bottom of the 10th. Leading off, Julio Rodriguez. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And they're at the corners with nobody out. So they hold the runner at third, wanting to play it safe. Think that comes back to bite him?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical, and you want to make sure you don't waste him. They don't score this inning, there'll be some second guessing for sure.
Michael Busch, the next to hit. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
The 0-2. Popped in the air. Left field. Friedel has a beat on it. 1 away.
Up next to the Mariners, the lefty, number 31.
Riley Green digs in for a critical at bat.
Well, if he gets the save here, he's going to have earned it. Just getting through this hitter is going to be a challenge enough.
In the dirt, blocked. To second, save. He beats it. Huge wild pitch there. Winning run is in scoring position.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
The winning run on second base. In there, sets him down on strikes. Down to the last out for the Mariners. So up next, Jeremy Pena. And another ball. The Mariners with the tying and winning runs in scoring position. And the home team trying to pull it out. Pitch misses. 3 balls, no strikes. Spencer Torkelson would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Outside ball 4. He walked him, and they are loaded.
Good patience to take that walk and keep the line moving, and it sets up a critical at bat coming up with the bases loaded here.
Spencer Torkelson getting ready to hit. Winkowski is just 1 strike away. In the air, left side. Friedel under it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox with the rubber match of this 3-game series. King with a forgettable showing in the loss.
I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. They'll need to get better games from him to have better results as a team.
Taylor King getting set for this one. His team leading its division. Can they continue to churn out wins? It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the Kansas City Royals. First pitch coming your way next. One down. Now the number 2 hitter, Taylor King. So we'll see what the former batting champ can do here, Chris. Into center and a base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Top of the first, just getting started here in Kansas City. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. So 2 down. Here's the veteran first baseman, Michael Busch. And Singy, they're dealing with a former MVP in this spot. Runner on the go. In the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. Up the middle with fires over to first, and that is that. The Royals will get their chance now in a scoreless ball game. You're dialed into the show. On to extra innings. Taylor King steps in, league leader in OPS, Singy.
Yeah, he's crushing mistakes, but also taking what pitchers give him. That's next level hitting.
There's a swing and a drive. This one's got a chance. And gone! Home run number 35 on the year. And they cut into the deficit. It's 3-1.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
Up next is the right fielder, Taylor King.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across, and we're at the top of the 5th. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Julio Rodriguez will hit next. In the dirt. On the ground to third. Sends it across to first. Inning over. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mariners 4, Royals 3. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. King digs in. They're in front, but that lead could shrink quickly.
A little breathing room never hurt Boog. He's got the bat to supply that 0-2. Well, these Mariners, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Close but called a ball. Ball 3. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. 2-1 now. Hit on the ground to short. Witt gets it to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
And on the mound, they can't be feeling too comfortable either. With the way these guys are hitting the baseball, it makes it harder to come into the strike zone for fear of getting hit hard.
Taylor King is getting ready. He not only brings immense talent, but also a contagious enthusiasm for the game. He'll look to put those skills on display today. It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the Kansas City Royals. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. 1 down. And up next for Seattle, Taylor King. Chris, he's a former Hank Aaron Award winner, which means he was named the best overall offensive performer in his league. And there's the strike. King launched a homer in his most recent game. Top of the 1st, just getting started here in Kansas City. And a base hit into right center field.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
1 gone, runner at first. Here's Josh Young. First offering, runner goes in the dirt, blocked. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw.
Pretty impressive from the 3-hole hitter. Picks up the single, then swipes second to get into scoring position. Now, that's not going to show up on the slugging percentage very much, but it works the same way for the team. Let's see if they can drive him in now.
Check on the runner.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
Well, sometimes stealing third base can be tough, especially if that shortstop or second baseman are making some noises, moving towards the bag, try to make you think that you've got to stay close. Well, they didn't do a very good job of that. Got a comfortable lead, got a great jump, and that's how you steal third base.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
So a runner at third, 2 outs. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. Up the middle. Tosses to first, and that is the inning. The Royals will get their chance now in a scoreless ball game. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. Man at first, one away.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with the pickoff artist on the mound. Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
The 0-1. That one is absolutely belted. Diving, makes the grab. What a play. And wow, what a great diving catch, Singy. Statcast says that was a near perfect route, and it had to be.
But that's just a big part of his game. I mean, this guy's instincts just seem to always put him in a position to make special plays, and right there, he's done it again.
King stepping in now. Runners out there and a chance to chip away.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a bomb. Just needs to find some outfield grass, Boo. Keep the pressure on. Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
The M's trying to get back into this one, and we're at the top of the 5th. Just missed.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carrying. And caught on the warning track. Runners tagging from second and third. He's in to score on the sac fly. It's 5-1.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Now it's the right fielder, Taylor King. In for a strike. It's 0-1. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Drilled out towards left center field. That one back. And in one hops the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
Man at second here with 2 away. Josh Young up next for the Mariners. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Two on, 2 outs. And this one squirts away from the catcher. So on the wild pitch, 2 guys advance.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Three-two now. On the ground to third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. In comes the run from third to trim the lead. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Well, with 2 outs, I'm thinking he had his mind on getting in the dugout so they could get to hitting. All it takes is just a little lapse in concentration. So now let's see if his pitcher will pick him up.
Digging in, Taylor King. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. That one kicks away from the catcher, and the runner stays where he is.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame. 2-0 count, you really don't want to give in here. You got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
And that misses. And now 3-0.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
The tying run at the plate. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
Josh Young, the next to hit.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Witt for one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
King, certainly not the reason they lost this game.
No question. He was a big contributor for him here. Fantastic effort at the plate, even in defeat.
Taylor King getting ready to hit, and Singy, they're dealing with a former MVP in this spot. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. Raleigh aboard here at first with nobody out. And now 2-1. Ground ball could be two. The turn by Emerson at second. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Nice soft hands on the backhand right there in the 6th hole. Starts the double play. That's not an easy throw, but he puts it on the money. Really good job to get that double play started.
Up next is Seattle, the right fielder.
King, a former MVP, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's a former Gold Glover in the American League.
Well, it looks like they want to be real patient with him today. Make him come in the zone. Challenge these hitters. Make him work hard for his outs.
The 1-0. And another ball.
Many times teams come in knowing that he can strike out the house. They're very aggressive because they don't want to fall into a 2-strike count.
The 2-1. On a line, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now Julio Rodriguez. 2 on, 2 outs. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Raleigh around third, fires it to the plate, safe, and a 2-1 ball game now.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Michael Bush. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And that'll load the bases.
Oh, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Here's Josh Young.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
King stepping in, 1 door closed, but here's another shot, Singy. This guy has a chance to deliver.
Opportunity to be a great teammate right here, Boog. Nothing says I got you like a 2-out ribby.
Here's something to watch, Singy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position, top half of inning number 4.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Laser base hit. 1 run's in. Now the second run is in. It's a 2-run single, and they lead by 2.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. And now the 0-1. Runner on the go. This one in the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Man on second, 2 down. Ground ball right side. Handles, throws to first. Rodriguez out of the play. That's the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Mariners 4 and the Royals 2. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. So up next, Taylor King.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
King, a former Rookie of the Year, 27 years old, and a 4-time MVP, one of the faces of the league. Ripped to short. In plenty of time to first, 2 away.
Up next is the center field, Julio.
First and second, 1 out. Taylor King digs in now. He's a guy who does it all. That's in for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
There's a line drive to left field. That's out number 2.
Up next is the center field, Julio Rodriguez.
One down. And now Taylor King. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. King wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And the strike is overturned after review. They'll keep both their challenges. Two runs across in the inning here at the top of the ninth. Now fly ball to right center. It falls in, and that's a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. He drove that ball very well out to the deep part of the field, and you may be surprised he didn't get a double out of it, but I'll tell you, they did a great job of getting that ball back into the infield right away, and it might have been the right call to hold him at first.
That's to third. Castro. The turn by Emerson at second. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. The M's lead it 9-2. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. King really stood out in this win. Had 3 hits and 2 runs batted in.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
Taylor King ready to put on a show, playing as the league leader in home runs this season. It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the Athletics. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. One down. Now it's the right fielder, Taylor King. Chris, he's a former Hank Aaron Award winner, which means he was named the best overall offensive performer in his league. There's a sinker at the knees for a strike. Radish certainly has electric stuff, considered by many to be a strikeout pitcher. He might not be at the top level in that category, but strikeout's a big part of his game. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
And he doesn't beat himself. I mean, he's going to throw strikes. He's not going to issue many free passes, and he's going to keep the ball in the ballpark. So when you look at that, he's not completely preventing guys from hitting home runs, but he's so consistent that you look up, by the time he gives the ball over, it's the 6th or 7th inning, and there's 1 or 2 runs on the board at most.
That misses. Full count now. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
King locks in. You could feel it. Big moment here.
Yeah, everyone in the yard just sat up in their seats. So did I, Boo.
Right through there for a strike. Traffic on the bases with one already in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Now a pop-up on the infield. And the infield fly is called. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Up next is the right field.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
That misses, and that's ball 1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And it's a called strike after the review. So they've still got both their challenges. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That's hard hit on the line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Man on second, 2 down. In the dirt, blocked. He's one of the best players in baseball when it comes to scoring runs, Singy. His numbers are good enough to put him in the top 10. That's the third. Muncy. That is the inning. 1 left for Seattle as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Now it's going to be Taylor King. 1 for 3. King, a former Gold Glove winner, 27 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And that one ripped into right. Hung up in a rundown now. And they put the tag on him. That's the 3rd out, inning over. Mariners lead 1. They're up 5-1. King locks in. If this offense were a lawnmower, he's yanking the cord and hoping for a roar.
And if that doesn't work, Boog, you better believe he's giving it a second pull.
Pitch misses. Ball 1.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. King wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And it's going to stay a strike. 1 challenge remaining for them now. King with a fair showing in this win.
Didn't light the world on fire, but he held up his end today. I'm sure he'd like to have a better game, but a win is a win.
And now the right fielder, Taylor King.
King.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Pena on at first, nobody out. Here's a high chopper. Flips it. There's one. On to first, save. So they get one, but a really nice try there. Michael Busch up next for the Mariners. And Singy, they're dealing with a former MVP in this spot. Runner on the go in the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Now a pop-up on the infield. Moore. And there's two down. So runner at second, two down. Julio Rodriguez, the next to hit. Runner at second, two down. Here in the second game of the series. Right side, hard hit. And the inning is over. And the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest.
Up next is the right fielder.
King, multi-time All-Star, 27 years old. He's a former American League MVP. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. He really stands out this season, Singy. He has the best batting average in the league. In the air to left center, Martinez should have this one. And that'll do it. One hit in the inning, a solo homer. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. King steps in. Previous batter couldn't get the job done. Now 2 outs. It's late and the pressure is mounting, Chris.
Well, this is where you pick up your teammate, Boog. They need someone to come through right here.
Just missed.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Breaking ball clips the corner. That's a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
And that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
That's in for a strike.
Take it all the way on 3-0 right there. And as a hitter, you're saying, why couldn't I get that pitch earlier in the count when I'm looking to swing?
The 3-1. In for a strike, and now just one pitch away from surviving the inning. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. 1 run's in. Here's the throw. Save. In comes the run from second. 3-2. They take the lead.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
First and second, 2 outs. Michael Busch now at the plate.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
2 on, 2 outs, and that'll load the bases.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate now in a big spot. The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit. 1 run is in. Now the 2nd run is in. It's a 2-run single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Well, a huge 2 RBI swing of the bat right there. Kind of your classic jam shot blooper right there. Made a good pitch on the inside. Gotten to hit it off the handle, but he still muscled it out there. You just have to tip your cap on the mound.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Taylor King getting ready to hit.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, these Mariners showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers say their chase rate, or swings at pitches outside the zone, is under 25%, and I think that's a big reason.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And a foul ball.
By not chasing out of the zone, they're getting good pitches to hit. When you can do that, you have a much better chance to square up the baseball and do damage like they have so far.
Strikes him out with 101. So he needed a strikeout there, and he got it. And now we'll see how they play it defensively.
Yeah, now they can move the middle infielders back a little bit, get into double play depth, and look for a ground ball and roll it up, get a big double play, get out of this inning. I tell you what, that was a big strikeout in a spot where they really needed one.
King digging in. They've got the lead, but here's another chance to set the tone.
Yeah, but one good swing, and suddenly they add to the margin. Every run counts as this game moves along.
Win, 33 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Iowa. The 1-1. Gets under and pops it up. Arias settles under this one. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next is the out. The designated hitter, Michael.
King with a good game to help lift them to the win.
Well, you can't win a lot of games without hitters delivering like he did in this one. No question, he's a key contributor for him.
And up next for Seattle, Taylor King.
Taylor King.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Just missed. Raleigh gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That one at triple digits.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. Challenge from behind the dish here. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Michael Busch will hit next. And Singy, they're dealing with a former MVP in this spot. And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. He's a former All-Star Game MVP, Singy. High fly ball lifted into the air right field. Brings it in. Runners tagging from second and third. In comes the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Mariners.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me. I don't know if I ever...
Left field. That's a base hit.
That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for the base hit.
Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Jeremy Pena, the next to hit.
This at bat might not seem like a huge deal right now, but baseball is a game of moments, and what happens here could change everything.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
On now to the top half of inning number 2. Taylor King. Up now, the league leader in home runs. Every swing looks like a rocket launch.
Yeah, pitchers know what's coming. If they miss their spot, they're going to be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Not just far, but loud, Singy. Everything seems to jump off his bat.
Yeah, Boog, when he connects, the ballpark turns into a souvenir shop. That home run total just keeps on climbing. What did Eric Young used to say? Souvenir City.
That one way inside. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And he starts off the second with a double.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Michael Busch now at the plate.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Man at second. On the ground to third. Slings it across. 1 out in the second.
Up next is the center fielder, Julio.
And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. Payoff pitch. Swing and a high fly ball to left. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Here's Riley Green. And now it's 1-2. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for Seattle, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Man at first, 1 away.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1. Weathers fires. Hit hard, base hit. Jolks round second on his way to third, and they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
And on base every time. Good speed, comfortable lead, but they could always use another.
Michael Busch up next for the Mariners. Runner on the go. Swing and a ball popped up. He makes the grab. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. Mariners lead 1. They lead it though 6-0. King steps in. This matchup hasn't been kind to him, but every at bat is a chance to rewrite the story.
Yeah, and if you're the hitter, Boog, you try to simplify right here. Hunt a pitch, barrel it, and finally change the narrative.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Oh, 1 now. In the air to left center. Grisham on the move to the gap. 2 down.
Up next is the first baseman, Michael Good.
All set to start the 9th in this one. And stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
This one in the air center field. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. King had a good day at the office.
Well, every team in the league wants hitters who can consistently deliver games like the one he had today, because it can help you get wins like this one. Nice job.
Taylor King, former first-round pick, gearing up. The promising young prospect will certainly play a key role in this one. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Seattle Mariners. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. One down. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Taylor King. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Good eye in that spot.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Rips one to left. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
And up next for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. Fourth right now on the American League home run leaderboard. Rudder takes off. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball.
Pretty impressive from the three-hole hitter. Picks up the single, then swipes second to get into scoring position. Now, that's not going to show up on the slugging percentage very much, but it works the same way for the team. Let's see if they can drive him in now.
Man at second. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Michael Busch. And Singy, they're dealing with a former MVP in this spot. Here's a 2-2. And that's a strikeout looking. That's the first slurve we've seen today. Good luck hitting that pitch.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
First and second, 2 outs. Josh Young up next for the Mariners. That is the inning. Scoreless after 1.
Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning. Way to lay off that pitch down.
2 on, 1 out. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count is 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That one's in there. That's strike 1.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Rips that one to right. 2 down.
Up next for the Mariners, the center fielder, Number 44. Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
That one's upstairs, ball one. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Right through there for a strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
And he can't come up with it. The underhand flip. But they blow this one open with a big 5-run inning. We're through 6 full. It's the Mariners 7 and the Diamondbacks 1. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. King with an okay game of the win.
Oh, Boog, not great, not terrible, just kind of an average game. Still, always good to get a team win.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King. Here's a 1-1. Oh, look at the stop. There's 1 and 2. What a play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Up next for the Mariners,
King, a former Gold Glove winner, 27 years old, and a 4-time MVP, one of the faces of the league.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
And that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the last half of the 3rd. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 2-1. Outside with a breaking ball. That one laced to center and a base hit. Man at first, nobody out. Here's Josh Young.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Bounce to the left side. Fisher. Here's Marte for 1. A sensational double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
There's a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Swing, and that ball smashed down a line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. He's in at second with a one-out double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
One out, runner at second. Josh Young up next for the Mariners.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
Man at second. In the dirt. The 1-2. And that bunted towards third. Throw to first in time.
Up next to the Mariners, the center fielder, number 24, Julio.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Man on second, 2 down. Out to short, Lawler. Handles, throws to first. Rodriguez out of the play. And that is that. 5 innings complete. It's the M's 5 and the Diamondbacks 2. King stepping in now. The inning's been quiet, but a chance here to turn up the volume.
Yeah, and you love that mentality. A little thunder could bring that dugout back to life.
Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball. Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges. 2 down, nobody on. And a 4-pitch walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
So digging in, Josh Young. And that's a fair ball. Headed for the plate. The relay throw. He beats it safe. And they're up by 3.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
King played pretty well in this win.
Well, you can't win a lot of games without hitters delivering like he did in this one. No question, he's a key contributor for him.
Here's a big power threat. Taylor King.
Taylor King.
Raleigh aboard here at first with nobody out. Right through there for a strike.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
To third might be 2. Goes to second for 1, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Number 44, Rodriguez.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King. King with another scorching run of play lately. The 1-0. And that one clips the corner.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
And that one hammered. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he starts the bottom of the third with a double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. Man at second. In the dirt. Tied up here in the early going. Right through there, got him. And there's one away.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Swing, and he popped it up. Lawler has a beat on it. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Mariners, the third baseman, number 6, Josh Young.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's Josh Young.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Out towards right center field. Great effort as he's able to haul it in, and that'll do it. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. 3 innings complete. We are tied 2-2. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King. King working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
High fly ball, right field. Hayes gets under it, and there's 1 down.
Up next for the Mariners, the center fielder,
Taylor King up next for the Mariners. 1 for 3. In the air, right field. Takes it in for the out. And a couple of quick outs.
Up next for the Mariners,
King had a decent showing in the loss.
I think they expect him to make larger contributions than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either.
1.